Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. Nothing better than a professor. Watch him cook up coolin'. Big G, can't forget my nigga Mike Cooley. Keep it high like a pot of carrot. Sweet as Mayberry. Question is she single? We'll find out when I call and I be geeking off G. Laughing till I'm nauseous. Caution, they going all in. Leaving no stones unturned, no topic untouched. They love to cuss and they fuck shit up. Brother, I keep my money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Glam sham, keep the jewelry tight, make sure you keep it. We on weekly, make sure you peep it. Matt King, state of mind, the best kept secret. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, so do it. Introduce it, the gang and Mike Coolin'. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang.
You are tuned in to the Cooley and the Gang Show on Blockworks Radio.
We are here. Once again, apologies. I'm gonna take the blame for being late today. I did some extra stuff after work that hopefully earned me some brownie points in the house and really don't have nothing to do with y'all. But we'll see how that goes. Shout out to Ohio in the building. What's going on, Mia? How you doing? What's up, Linnea, NJ Rich? How y'all doing? The early gang is always here. Our guest / co-host for the night is here, Jiggy Piff. The brother is always punctual. I'm telling you, like, if you're gonna book Jig for a show, just make sure you are on time. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, he gonna show up a day before, just to scope it out. But it's always a pleasure. We appreciate you being here. I know the last time we spoke, you had made the move to Houston.
Yes, sir.
You still out in Texas?
Yeah, I'm still out here.
How you,
in Houston,
how you
man.
liking it out there?
I ain't gonna lie, I love it, man. I love it. You know, it's a new environment. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know, it's love. Southern hospitality is a real thing, man. And
Yeah, buddy.
I love. I'm glad I ain't with that cold no more. That's a big part. I wasn't with that cold no more. Did that all my life, so that's good. I ain't there no more.
That's what's up. I'm glad. I'm glad it's working. Moving, relocating. I tell anybody, like, it's not an easy thing to do. Like,
Nah.
Did you have family or anybody out there, or you just took your family and rolled?
Packed my dog in the car, got out of here.
See, and that's a leap. That's a leap of faith.
Yeah,
That's
at the end of the day,
faith.
I looked at it like, if I really want to do this music thing, man, you got to take leaps of faith sometimes. You got to branch out. You got to go other places. Sometimes you got to get uncomfortable. So, I am.
That's what's up. I'm honestly glad it's working out. Like when you told me you had moved, I was like, oh damn. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to stop us from doing what we do because as long as we got the internet, we good. But I love Baltimore. It's where we from. Like it's home. But like you said, every now and then, to kind of take your next steps, you gotta take a step. And this is just a part of your journey and your step. But that's good. I'm definitely glad that.
And of course, I love the city. I love my city. I just had a show, Soundstage. Actually,
oh yeah.
I had a show at Soundstage. I literally look, man, crazy story. I had basically had a flight book. They were supposed to let me bring my dog on the flight, and last minute apparently they're like, "Oh, your dog is too big," even though they knew my dog's size. And they refunded me my money. So I literally jumped in my car, drove 21 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? No stop unless it was for gas. Drove 21 hours, got here the day of the show, rehearsed once because it was my first time performing with a live band, and jumped on the stage on time.
On time, 21 hours.
Bruh.
God damn. See? And look at me. I'm only 10 minutes from the house, and I started the show like what 10 minutes after 6. Like, God damn, bro. Shit. It ain't easy. But that's what's up, man. I know that drive wasn't nothing nice. Straight, just you and your dog. You like the fucking DMX of 2021, yo. You take the dog everywhere, huh?
That's my dude, man. This is me and him. So
That's
like I had
what's up.
21 hours straight, then straight to rehearsal, then straight to performance. So I didn't sleep. I just got to it.
That's what's up. Mayberry's here. Hey, May. How you doing?
Hi, Mayberry. Oh, I gotta mess around.
So Shannon's here now. She was doing some motherly duties. But she's here now.
Shannon?
Hello.
Oh, I muted you.
Oh,
so yeah, we got a good show. We got a packed one. I'm going to need some help from
me?
Oh damn.
You ain't got nothing on that list?
I stopped typing for some reason last night. What was I doing?
What were y'all doing?
Shannon was out here working.
Oh no. Like I sat over in this corner all night and I was getting the list for the show together, going through the videos y'all sent me in the middle, and you can see where I started typing, and then for some reason I stopped.
You must have hit that gas.
His old ass went to bed. That's what happened. He 41 now.
Say he hit that diesel.
Don't do that. Hey, LB, don't do that. Don't do that.
Not his old ass.
Right. 41, he old? Shit.
When got one of them dimes of diesel.
It's okay for me to be old, but not him. Y'all ain't shit.
It's okay. I color coded some of the things I wanted to play on the video tip, so we good. So before we get into it, everybody take 1 second, hit that share button, hit that thumbs up, hit that heart, let people know, tell a friend about the Cooley and the Gang show. So everybody take a second, hit that share button. Let's gather everybody up in here so we can start some controversy. So I started seeing posts of Kelly Price dying. Kelly Price didn't die.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly Price made a statement that she almost died because of COVID, and she had kind of disappeared out of the limelight. And so somebody had filed a missing.
Kelly Price said she died.
Yeah, she said she technically, you know how when you, she said she died, but she's not dead. Let me put it that way. She said
saw the light, but she came back.
she saw the light, but she came back. So she died, but she's not dead. And somebody filed a missing persons report on her because, somebody filed a missing persons report. That's why she had to come out and make a statement because she's like, I'm not missing. I'm just chilling because I had COVID and I'm trying to fall back because I guess, she was shook up. So she was just trying to get herself back together. So Kelly Price is alive. She went and posted a video. Linnea said her daughter did. Her daughter filed a missing person.
Was her daughter die? Like which one we talking about?
Yeah. Help us out with that, Linnea.
Nobody?
Yeah, that's different.
That's fuck them kids for real.
Mm-hmm. God, damn. So Kelly Price is alive and kicking. She's around.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even I haven't really heard nothing from her in a while. Jill Scott kind of took that throne away. Kelly Price versus Jill Scott. Jill Scott got that in the bag.
Not really a versus.
And Jill Scott nasty. Yeah, Jill Scott nasty.
Bruh.
She is. So shout out to Jill Scott. Glad she's feeling better. I mean, Kelly Price. See, I got Jill Scott all over my brain. All I can
We see.
Lord have mercy. Won't he do it? Well, yes, you can, Kelly. I mean, Jill. Big girl party in my head right now. I got all the.
And neither one of them are big anymore.
I got all the chunky ladies in my brain right now. Lord have
Not
mercy.
chunky.
Let's stop while you were here.
Okay, sorry.
More custom for the pussy.
I haven't drank during the show in a while, so maybe.
You need to stop.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I knew that wasn't knew that wasn't gonna work out well. But no, shout out to Kelly Price. Glad she's doing well. And she's not missing and she is not deceased. So please don't put that tag on. Can you imagine waking up one day and going on the internet and saying you dead? Like, can you imagine, Jig? You on your way to the top. Can you imagine, like, you done sold millions of records? You know, you winning awards, and you wake up one day and on Facebook, Lord, hold on, never mind. We ain't talking about this. Never mind.
Look, I'm just be honest. First thing I would do, I would just call my mother like, "Hey, don't say nothing, but this is funny."
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I ain't telling nobody.
Not this is funny.
Is it? Look, this is kind of funny. Look, Ma, you know I'm alive, but let's just see where this goes.
Like you pretty much like, let's ride this a little bit. Let's see what happened.
It's also like the blackout yesterday. Amazing.
Oh yeah,
because that's the only time I would get to see all the people that's fake friends and all the females that didn't let me know that they like me, but then now all of a sudden they crying. So I get to see it, and then I could just pull the rug from under, like, gotcha, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, when I pop up,
like,
no, you gotta go start a GoFundMe first.
That's what I was about to say. That get you a GoFundMe and cash in.
Yeah, I probably would do that. Get a GoFundMe and then just give it all away. Give it to a football team or something.
Yeah, Linnea said, imagine how MJ felt when folks were claiming he was dead years before he actually did leave us. Yeah,
I don't think MJ even knew. He was on another planet. Like, you got to think his stardom is a little different. Like people like his stardom, they don't even like really watch the news. They don't even pay attention to the outside world. They so stuck in what they got going on. So they don't be knowing.
No, man, I couldn't even imagine you wake up. I think Richard Pryor had a joke like that. He was laying in the hospital bed and said, Richard Pryor dies. I'm like, no. Like, shit.
Richard Pryor was high as hell.
Yeah, that's a giraffe's ass.
Richard Pryor probably thought he heard somebody say that.
Oh, well, hopefully, I mean, none of us will hear that anytime soon. We are all going to live forever. Leave it up to Bill Gates.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I be telling my mother, I just had to sign life insurance papers. I told her I ain't gonna see this money. She healthy as hell. I ain't gonna make it to see that. My mother gonna let it be 100. She gonna be 100. I'm gonna be struggling at that 77. Like, listen. Let's. Oh man,
we ain't never gonna cash this check.
I ain't. I'm just saying, she don't smoke, she don't drink. I do all of those things. She run every day. Listen, she gonna outlive me. I'm telling her.
Shout out to Miles doing it the way we all need to. Look, I'm sitting over here taking sips now and shit.
She the GOAT. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah. Hopefully we never see it. Last week we talked about Moneybag Yo and Ari and her gifting him the 28 acres. Well, y'all remember Fancy from Jamie Foxx?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so Fancy had something to say about that's what I don't know.
Garcelle been or something.
It's gonna be Fancy. You know how black people are.
Her name is Garcelle. It is not.
Her last name like Ben or something.
I don't know. She's just fancy to me. I never felt like I needed to learn her real name.
Jamie Foxx called her Fancy, so we're gonna call her Fancy.
But you can't just randomly start a conversation like Fancy said.
That's what black people do. Once you get a name on TV or a nickname, that's you.
That's your name.
Well, listen, I ain't going.
How many people say Ezel died? How many people say Ezel died?
I could never remember Omar's real name, man. That's just Omar, man. Omar died.
Not Omar died.
Yeah, Ezel died.
Look, Ezel, that's another one. They know Ezel's real name. That's Ezel.
Right.
Well, Fancy ain't
he was getting called Ezel in Walmart.
Like she was just Jamie Foxx Fancy.
But she's still
right, and that's all we knew her as.
And she's still Jamie Foxx. Like Fancy said, I'm like, who the fuck is Fancy?
What's up, Cuzzo?
You gotta give me some context.
NJ Rich said her name is Garcelle, and I'm not even going to try the rest of that.
Yeah,
right. Come on, that's Fancy.
Yeah,
that's why we call her Fancy.
Her name Fancy.
Right.
Right. That's why she probably got that nickname on the show. They was like, "Look, we can't call you this. We'll call you Fancy."
Basically. So she had some comments about Ari's gift to Money bag, yo.
Limits placed on gifts in your relationship when you are not married.
Last season, Lonnie and I were talking about don't act married if you're not married. This is acting married. That's a huge gift to someone that you're not even dating. I mean, that you're not even married to. I feel like if a man gave me 28 whatever acres, I would feel obligated to stay with him if it didn't work.
Would you accept that kind of gift from a man?
Hell yeah. Would I accept it? But that's what I'm saying.
When you
I
were
would
dating.
So how do y'all feel? Are there levels to gifting?
That was a gift. That was a huge gift because, I mean, listen, our acreage cost a little penny for my little pockets. So 28 of them acres,
28 of them,
and she got a little money. You know, but she ain't really making no money.
But y'all gotta think about it. It's probably down south somewhere in Memphis or something. You know, their land probably cheap.
I'm down south.
Yep.
It ain't cheap.
I don't think. I think there's definitely
up here. Now, if she would have did some shit like that in New York, that'd be something to talk about.
But
all I'm gonna say is she bought him a gift with his money.
That works. But here's my question: Why is it a one-sided thing? Men do shit like that for women all the time. It may not be all at one time, but they still do it.
I'd rather the professor say it than me.
She spent what? Let's overestimate $200,000. Shit, what's that? 20, 30 purses or some shit. He fucked her up for a period of time. He didn't took her to dinner. He didn't probably bought her an apartment or a house or a car. She might be driving a Bentley or anything like that. It's the same shit. But see, it's always one-sided when it comes to men. When it comes to men, we got all these questions and so much shit to say. But if a man would have did that for a woman, that's what's up. That's goals. I love that shit. That's what he's supposed to be. But he ain't it. But you know what? We had this conversation one time before. There's always an expectation for a man to do something for a woman, even if that is not his wife. Why are you paying somebody's rent that's not your wife? Why are you buying all of this shit for somebody that's not your wife? If that's your wife, cool. If you intend for that to be your wife, cool. But if this somebody you just messing around with, you raising the price of pussy for everybody else.
Damn. Okay.
I think it's more so. I think all of that makes sense, but I don't really think that that's the topic. It's really on the levels to dating. I'm not looking at what was said as it's a man and a woman thing. I'm looking at it as it's levels to you dating. It's just like you're not going to give somebody the key to your house unless y'all are at a specific level in your relationship. You're not going to sit there and take a piece of ass out in public and make that piece feel like they the main if they not. There's levels to it. It's the same thing if you're gifting in a relationship. You might not, what you want to go out and buy somebody a house for if you don't intend on being with them for a long period of time. So there is levels to it. I don't think that it's a white and black thing, a male or female thing. It's just the fact of you can't put something out there and project something in a relationship and think that people aren't going to set expectations of that. Buying that land,
it ain't tripping if you got it
together. That's what I was going to come back to. Like,
are y'all building something together? Because that's what that's implicating. Like that's what it's saying.
But wait.
We're building. Money. If you have the money and money's not a thing, then that's why they do it. And that's why they can't do it because it's not a thing. And I agree.
But Professor's point is on topic. Professor's point is very on topic.
I was saying that to me, it's not a male and female thing. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I can't speak on anybody. I can't speak on anybody but me. I'm not. I can't classify and put myself in the same bucket as other females. So that's what I'm saying.
But that be where the problem is, right? Because everything becomes what's personal, right? You can't. If you're going to talk about what's to the public, we have to make it a public thing. We got to talk about majorities. When you make it personal, you're excluding the reality of it, and the reality of it is what Professor is saying. Because even if we want to dwindle it down to, let's say something even smaller, right? Because the thing is, there's double standards in this world, but unfortunately, y'all are cool with the ones that benefit y'all and not cool with the ones that don't. Us as men deal with.
But that's why I interjected, because it's a y'all. There's a classification, and I don't measure to that. So that's why my comment was what it was.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can't get personal.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a personal thing. It's an actual thing. It's based off of experience. Personal means there's an emotion behind it.
No, it doesn't.
What actually has
personal
happened,
means
what
is
my
personal to
experience
you,
is
though.
two totally different things. That's all
No,
I'm
but
saying. The point of conversation is nobody's going to agree. I can say, Professor, you know what? That is valid. Hey, that makes sense. But for me, I can't relate to it. If I can't relate to it, doesn't mean that I'm disagreeing. I just can't relate to it.
That's fine. That's fine, though. But like you said, personal doesn't have to do about your feelings. Personal is, like you said, you going off of experience. Whose experience? Your experience. That's personal.
Correct.
That's a personal experience. So that's what I mean by this is personal. We have to talk about outside of ourselves. We have to be able to do that, right? Because if we just tie our personal experiences to everything, it's not congruent. So we have to be able to step outside of that. If we say, oh, I just can't relate because that ain't me personally, where are we going to go forward and build forward? Not everybody is me, but we got to talk about the majorities here if we're going to, continue and go forward.
Okay.
Got you.
So what about, so is it the 28 acres? So let's put it in perspective then. So some people say like that was a little bit much. So what if he'd have brought her a diamond necklace that costs about 10 grand?
I still for me, I still think that you're saying something. If people got the money, they can do whatever they want. What I'm saying at the end of the day, there are certain stipulations when you step outside of a box, male or female, that you're saying you're building something or you're going on another level. The only thing is because they have a lot of money, it's supposed to be looked at as it's nothing. That doesn't happen in regular relationships. That's no matter if it's a $10,000, I would take the land. Because I could do something with land. I lose the jewelry, I can't really do nothing with it.
So is there a limit to gifting? Because Fancy's stance was that there are limits to gifting in relationships.
I feel like there really isn't.
You said, Jiggy, you said there is?
There's not. It's
no
not.
Levels.
And the reason why I say there's no levels to gifting, right, is because if we making it a fair playing field, then there's no levels to gifting. Because at the end of the day, like Professor said, if we want to sit there and put levels to it, then it's like, oh, like he said, well, then I shouldn't be paying someone's rent. I shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when we come into relationships or we come into courting a woman, there's things that are expected of us. And we can't say, oh, well, that's girlfriend stuff. No, there's things that are still expected of us even before you get to be my girl. But just like how a woman would tell me, what do I look like cooking for him? He not my man yet, but I'm the man that's going to pay the bill. I'm the man that's going to figure this out even before we come together. So that's why it's not really no level to the gift. It's just about, if I feel like giving a gift, I feel like giving a gift. And if I got money to my gifts are more extravagant, that's my way of doing it.
I think the only level to it would be your financial level. If you got it and you just want to spend money, because you think most of them going to spend that money on something anyway. You know what I mean? And you know damn well that she ain't just set that up. She knows she's going to get shit in return as well. So it wasn't just like, you know what I mean, a blind gift. Like, oh, I'm just, here you go. This, I'm quite sure was something they talked about. She probably heard him talk about he wanted some land to build something or something like that. And she just probably jumped out there and was like, here you go, baby. I got you. So if she got the money. But my thing with her, though, is do she really got the money?
That was his money.
Her career is being a celebrity's baby mother or a girlfriend, because she didn't went from G Herbo to Javante Davis. Now she with Moneybag.
She was banking all that money, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing the only part of it I didn't like was the fact that, if it would have been, if she'd have brought him a car or fucking,
it would have been okay.
Rented the club out and shit and spent like $10,000 to rent the club out, or got a dumbass balloon, or rented some stupid, frivolous, depreciating sort of shit.
Right.
And all applauded, but she invested in her man, and I don't think there's ever a level to that.
No.
Ever.
Because that's what it is, though. People forget that our relationships are investment. And most of the time, it's still one-sided, but people forget that we investing in each other in a certain way, right? I'm investing in this woman. Hopefully she'll be my wife. Hopefully, you know, this will work out. She'll be the woman that'll be my peace and these other things. A woman is investing her feelings, emotion, ties, and things like that. And then now she's taking another step to say, I'm gonna invest this as a part of our future, your future too. So
at the end of the day, I thought it was even coming, from a female, it was a dope gift. Like you don't see
hell yeah.
a lot of that at all. So I'm here for it. Even if their relationship don't last.
Shit, you look at some of these rappers out here just buying random chicks Birkin bags for $50,000. That's the stupidest thing. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard of.
Oh man.
Birkin for Birkin.
Hey.
I ain't gonna lie. I get rich. I ain't spending that.
Next up on the list, which this is something I really don't know a lot about, so I will need help from someone who does. So apparently, this was all over the internet. Little Fizz publicly apologized to Omarion
for sticking it to his baby mother.
Yeah, so he was doing
yes.
So the Fizster was dating
April.
Omarion's baby mother.
Yup, up in the house with his kids and all that comes to the Uncle Mari's Uncle Fizz's lap, all that.
I think it was bullshit though. I think it was just for television.
The apology or the dating?
The dating. I think all that shit just for television.
I think April positioned that. I think it was more so April trying to do that.
She didn't
because
get pregnant.
She didn't even stay with him, huh?
She didn't get pregnant?
No. But it made her back relevant because she wasn't really a conversation. And it became a conversation, and then she moved on to her other new situation that she's in now. But
yeah, stirred up some drama, but I think it was just for the show.
Because she got kicked off. She wasn't even on Love and Hip Hop either. And sometimes they create some type of storyline so that they can get picked up. But
that's true. That's
right,
I kind of think that too. But I think we all think the same thing. We don't want to hear an apology about that.
Was real.
Well, let's look at the apology. Let's check the apology out real quick.
So today that shit, I'm not proud of it, man. So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you for any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro. Yeah, y'all. Nah, wait a minute, we gotta talk, man. We gotta show them all we love them now. Come on. Okay, come on. It's only right. Okay.
See this nigga Lil Fizz publicly apologized to Omarion last night. Then they continued to do the Millennium Tour together. We talk about him apologizing for him sleeping with his baby mama. Not just sleeping with her, he started a whole relationship with her. Then went against his brother for that nigga baby mother. You know how mad I be when one of my niggas talk about you better start treating your baby mother right. Nigga, fuck that bitch and fuck you too. Fuck this nut ass apology. This nigga only apologized because he went broke. That money went low. His pockets went bump. That nigga not really sorry. If that bitch April Jones wasn't a whore, he'd still be with her. Problem is that no woman should ever be able to break up brotherhood like this. Cause she just wanted to piss Omarion off, and that's exactly what she did. But you as a grown man can't let no woman put you in these positions. But nonetheless, fuck all that. You picked your side, bitch. If I was Omarion, you wouldn't be getting none of this tour money. The only way you getting this money is by being April Jones' man and splitting the child support.
Shout out to Ken Jones.
That's last part, yo. Not being
one of our favorite comedians. Like, shout out to Ken Jones. Like, yo. So, can you forgive your friend for dating your baby mother / baby father?
No.
If I was Omarion, that was the perfect time to pop his ass
in his mouth, right? He should
do
a dance move on him.
Mac, what was that? Mac,
that's a Omarion dance move.
The little, you put the hand out.
Shit about the baby mama no more. Like, you can have
Listen.
So, nah, that's a no.
That's definitely a no. I think for us, if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, if that's the way as a friendship, you should know that boundary and that, you know, your friend might not bang with that. If you do have a friend that's cool with that and y'all could just move past it and be cool, then, you know, more power to you. But personally, like, nah, that's just, that ain't where it's at. And I don't believe in that apology because it was public. When you that famous, you don't apologize public like that. That gets done behind closed doors where it's something that's genuine, and then later y'all announce like, hey, we talked it out, you know, and this is that.
Well, look,
They don't touch what you had. That shit was like elementary school. Get over it, cuz.
Now, hold on, wait. I will say though, you can't say don't touch what you had, because listen, if y'all was just messing around, like,
that's what I was like. She was elementary school.
I don't care. Like, listen, maybe I'm different. I don't care if that was like not really your girl and y'all wasn't serious. Like, listen, she belongs to the streets. Listen, I don't understand like this life.
You right, Linnea. And Ron had the nerve to even help her throw a party for the dude. Ron from Black Ink Crew was messing with his homeboy girl. Helped her throw a party for the nigga when he got out the hospital and all that.
Professor, some people can handle it.
Too far?
Shit. I'm childish. Yeah, that shit too far for me. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But I will say this. So a conversation some people were having about the baby mother thing. First of all, I think people put way too much energy into the baby mother, baby father thing. And the reason why I say that is because the only thing that y'all have in common is the child. I mean, you if we don't have a relationship, that's it. All we got is a child in common. We don't have a last name, anything else. Now, as far as it being my friend dealing with her, the problem that I would have is not that he dealt with her. The problem I would have is how I found out. If he came to me and said, "Hey, look, I met so and so, and yo, I'm digging her. You know what I mean? How you feel about it?" If he like, yo, it's not a thing of I'm getting permission. It's a thing of I don't want her to tell you. I don't want the streets to tell you that I'm dealing.
It's just respect.
If I come to him, he like, yo, you know what I mean? My heart's still there, yo. Like, I really can't let it go. Then I got to consider that. You know what I mean? I got to consider that situation because, see, one thing, a dude told me this a long time ago, and I got to agree. A man will kill you quicker over a woman than he will over money. If you could owe a dude money for years, see him and everything, see him spending money, buying up everything. You know what you're going to say? Yo, can I get my money? And you're going to let it go. But if you fuck his girl, you got to die tonight.
Niggas killing him. Rewarded to give two shits about you.
And the thing about that, you saying they put too much on the baby mother, baby father thing, but you got to think that if you got a child with this person, now your child is going to be around this other person she's dealing with now.
But that's your best friend. You know your best friend. They good peoples. You may be your best friend.
But you see what he just did? He showed me he ain't the good people I thought he was.
But doesn't mean he didn't treat your child right. You don't mean he didn't treat you. He loved his son.
Professor said if he came to you though, you know what I'm saying? He came to you with the same respect as your best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If let me tell you something. If somebody, I don't give a fuck who it is, came to me and said something about my baby mother, you can have that. You can have that. I don't care who was my brother. You can have that.
So I mean, if somebody came to you, if your friend or whatever came to you and said something to you, that's one thing. It's another thing for you to find out by happenstance. Like, I've heard so many different stories of shit that didn't happen. And see, the one thing I've noticed about, especially when it comes to women and their children's fathers, the one thing I've noticed about women, I don't know what guys do and if they can be petty and all that shit, but I know with women, they try to say shit in the most inopportune times and the most fucked up way. It could be an argument or anything. That's why I'm fucking your man. Now what? You don't know nothing about it. He ain't never said nothing. You just was out with y'all. You just had drinks. You was laughing and throwing money on the strippers and shit. And he left from the strip club and go fuck your baby mother.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Cut y'all chill time to get. I gotta go see Shorty. Like, who's Shorty? Couldn't find out it's your baby mother. Nah.
Yeah.
No, I ain't doing that. I will give my baby mother away though. I don't care who it is. I hope she watching.
Man, why? Damn, listen, man. That's the mother of your child, man. You can't feel like that.
Right. But see, I'm looking at it now. I'm saying that now from my point of view. My daughter 22.
I'll give Kim away too. Say that.
No, I can't give her away. Not yet. I mean, she
love you, sis.
Still got 3 to 5 years left on her engine before I had to trade her in.
I think it's 3 to 5 years left.
Oh man!
So
she's still warranty covered.
Right.
Not covered under warranty.
So I think with anything there are always loopholes and different things like that. If it was somebody it was what we call them Mayberry popcorn kids. If it was a popcorn, if it was a popcorn, is there some? I believe there should be some leniency or flexibility to that. Like you just, I guess, it wasn't a serious relationship. I think the dynamic changes when there's a full blown relationship.
So,
what if it was your father though? What if your father? What if your father?
Bust your baby mother.
What
in
the world? Granddaddy can't be daddy too. Granddaddy can't be stepdaddy. Now that's just too much. Okay?
That was on something. That was on Brothers when Morris Chestnut's father had hit Gabriel Union or some shit.
Yeah. Like, listen, I ain't gonna lie. My father's still kind of young. You know what I'm saying? And I could not let him get one of my situations. He wouldn't let me hear the end of it. He'd be like, "Hey, how she doing?" Like I wouldn't even have to be with her no more. You feel me? Like I just nah.
That would be like
that's too much.
Yeah. My father couldn't
forgive your father. Could you forgive your father? Like, or would you?
I would forgive my father. I mean, I would forgive my father. Yeah, I would forgive my father.
How many more times you gonna say that?
I'm waiting for the
next part. Like I'm waiting for the follow up. I mean, I would let him say that. And then there's a pause. And then I would forgive him. And then there's a pause. What's the next part?
I'm just thinking about it because I'm saying to myself, like, all right, you're gonna be mad, then what? I mean, you're gonna stop speaking to him? Because truth be told, he ain't raped her. She agreed to it.
So when y'all sit down and compare notes, I'm just trying to figure out how that shit work. Like when you sit down, like, hey pops, what she do for you?
No, we're gonna have no conversation
on it like this.
I'm
just trying to figure out, can y'all compare notes?
We ain't gonna have no conversation about it. If he tried to talk to me about it, I'll be like, yo, you do realize I don't want to hear that. And I probably would say, yo, if you was anybody else, that it wouldn't go this way. But because you are who you are, we're gonna let it go. There's no need in us talking, just having a discussion about it. I definitely wouldn't talk about it.
Like
shout out to everybody in the IG live room. Shout out to Nell. So Nell said it was Herb.
I think
he said this happened. It was her.
I think Herb bust one of my chicks before too. Anyway,
but it's got to be a level. There are levels to it, and all guys know.
You better start with levels now. It can't be no more levels discussions today. I'm just.
But I believe all guys know that there are levels to it. Like, what was the level of my dealings with this? Yeah, she may have gotten pregnant, but we all know about popcorn kids.
I think that for me, like, I don't really like everybody. There's a whole lot of people I don't like.
We know.
Regardless of how my dealings with them, there are only a handful of people I can even say that I really cared about, and regardless of how they behave, it don't stop how I felt about them. And I'm very honest about it. Like if somebody was to ask me about, different people, I would tell them like, yo, yeah, you motherfucking right. I'm gonna have a problem with it. But if I didn't, I wouldn't. It just depends on the person. Now, does that mean you can't deal with them? Nope, that's not what I'm saying at all. All I'm saying to you is, if you do, just understand that I'm going to feel some kind of way about it. Is that going to end our friendship? No, but I'm definitely gonna feel some kind of way about it. I'm gonna be a little salty about it, and you can't expect me to just bounce back and be like, "Yo, let's go grab a drink." And I know that you messing with, somebody that I told you that I really feel, and that's just the way that it is. Now, some guys may see it another way. Man, I don't even fuck with it no more. Go ahead and do whatever. But then on the
back end, they call those pass arounds.
On the back end, they feelings be hurt because they didn't seen you out with the girl, or they didn't heard some shit, or whatever the case might be. They may never say anything, but you notice little sly remarks. You notice how they deal with you. When in the beginning they should have just told you like, "Yo, I'm a little, I feel short." I don't know why it's so hard for y'all to say that.
Because
I didn't have that happen.
For sure.
I didn't have that happen.
Guys don't really like to really be truthful 100% about their feelings.
Real shit, but that's because we not usually allowed to. So like, I'd have been in that situation, bro. Like, man, nah, I ain't worried about shorty, man. Do what you do, man. I ain't tripping. And then I don't know if he thought I was joking, but I was like, because I feel the same way our professor felt, because when I looked at it, I'm like, bro, you ain't really date shorty. Like, I know y'all was kicking it for like a month or two, but y'all wasn't really dating. Like, it wasn't that serious. But I guess I guess he must have had thoughts of like maybe rekindling, and then I don't know. I guess he didn't think that he was still talking to her, but trying to be trying to friend his way back into some pussy. But like,
he didn't know he was coming through. He didn't know.
I told him though. So like, I guess when she started really feeling me, and he didn't like that because she was kind of like, more inclined to be like, oh, let me get off the phone with you, Jig calling, or what I'm saying, shit like that. So nigga feel away. And I'm like, look, bro. I it ain't even that serious on my end. Like, like,
yeah, he feels some type of way. Shorty saying your name, like I'm about to talk to Jig. Like that's you gonna get off the phone with me talking to Jig?
She was probably rubbing a little bit of salt in it too. She was putting a little extra on it too.
Yeah, and you don't know how she might have even said that when she said Jig. Like, like I'm about to get on and talk to, try to make it sound a little extra. You know how females be doing something.
And you know what? She probably did, but he's supposed to be man enough to either A, or let me know, like, bro, that would have hurt me, or B, be man enough to say it now. Like, we didn't think of it. Like, hey, bro, like, she doing too much. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, hey, bro, like, I don't need her for real. Like, because at the time I didn't. You know what I'm saying? At the time, it was just there. Like
something to do.
Yeah, it was just something to do at the time. Like, I ain't.
So only way that would slide is if he didn't know that you was messing with her. Like, you could have told him, yeah, I got this shorty I'm feeling out right now. I don't know how things go. And then he meet her in a club somewhere. You never told her name or who she was. And then he ended up smashing and then got a picture of him and her in the club. Be like, yo, this is shorty.
What is this? What is that? What song is that? Usher and R. Kelly. Yes. Trying to figure out what the hell song he was just giving us the whole song.
They said they're rapping about their chicken realize.
Yeah, same girl. The same girl.
I think that we need to all come to the grips as men that women is choosing. We need to come to that grips, and they choose. And if you don't get chose, there's another one choosing. Like it's just that simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think
Goldie said, you know the name of the game. Your bitch chose me.
I'm just
you want all the songs tonight, huh, Matt? Yeah. All the songs. You the jukebox tonight. You got all the music.
That's Goldie right there.
Well, you are tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show live every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our special guest. He's more like friend to the show, family to the show. Jiggy Piff is here. I think you've been on the show more than anybody. Like we got to start doing awards or something. Like, and we appreciate it. Like, Jiggy, and he'll hit me up and be like, "Hey, I think it's time," and I'll be like, "Well, hey, let's set it up and we're gonna get it done." Or I hit him up and be like, "Hey, we need you." Like, that's how we've been doing it ever since the first time he came on the show, and I appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir. I mean, I hit y'all like y'all the homies, man. I hit y'all without the show. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how y'all?
Yeah, you always popping in and everything. Definitely. It is greatly appreciated, and that's why not only is he a dope artist, we've played plenty of his songs, and we will continue to play them. I have my favorites, so sometimes you hear the same one because, hey, my name is Mike Cooley. I like the song. I'm going to fucking play the song.
Speaking of Mike, I got some
Yes, sir.
unreleased, man. I need you to hear that too. I'm gonna send that through, man. YouTube professor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all, if y'all want to hear some unreleased, I got you.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah, because I love you as an artist.
Y'all heard of Jay Grams from out Baltimore?
Yeah, I know Jay.
Me and him got a song we got a song that's about to come out, man. I got that unreleased. I can send it to you.
See, look at that. Look at me. I think I done just leveled up real quick. 20 minutes and shit. Look at me.
Hey,
Mayberry. Don't look at me like that, May. You see me over here leveling up. Don't you, Mayberry?
Well, what happened?
That's it. What button should I hit for that?
Hey, did y'all know that Legends of Hip Hop shit was last night?
Hmm?
What was it, a show? There was a show. Yeah, that was a big show.
Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
It was Sunday night. It was Sunday night.
Yeah.
They did not promote that well at all.
Nah, but they was sold out.
I ain't know about it.
Yeah. And look, your boy Boosie was on the card, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even go to the show, but he down Monument Street shooting a video with Moose. And then went to where you go at? Euphoria or somewhere? But never went to the arena. He never even showed up at the show.
Shout out to Boosie though. He put his movie out. His movie is out now on his website. Boosie, I think it's boosiemovie.com. It's like $20. From what I've heard, it's a
Didn't
dope
he already
movie.
have a movie though?
Well, this one's about his life, I think, as of recently.
I was ready to say, because he had a movie in the past that was kind of about his life, before he got booked. Him and Webby was in there.
This is the part 2 then.
I think.
You. So
this is the Boosie making money?
What the hell is Webby though?
He was still
Webby
be
just
around.
had a
He was
seizure.
at Boosie Bash. Another one?
Web? Nah, that from the last. That's the last thing I heard. Webby had to see
okay.
Had to get carried out.
Yo was hot for a minute.
You know who I was thinking about the other day that was dope, and you don't see him no more? Rich Boy. I don't care what nobody say. Rich Boy came out and he had some he had Throw Some D's on it, but then he had a couple other tracks, but he could spit.
Yeah.
Where was he from?
I think Rich Boy booked
from
up.
Texas. For real?
Yeah, I think he caught a body or something.
Oh
That's
shit!
I think him and Hurricane Chris, I think, are both booked for a body
I just saw that about Hurricane Chris.
Yeah.
Did y'all realize that Raising Canaan that is I'm sorry, in the BMF joint, that's Lil Zane, the one with the high top.
With the high top,
I ain't know that.
Lil Zane is on it. Yeah.
Yo look old as shit too.
That's what Shannon said.
Y'all look old as hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's
still only 2 feet though.
Niggas be growing up.
You've been watching BMF?
I need to. I was I just watching Raising Canaan. That's the joint. I need to watch the BMF though. I do need to get on that because man, it seemed like it's fire, man. Hey, that Squid Games pissed me off, man.
We're supposed to start watching it.
He look mad as hell though. He look mad as hell though, for real.
I just heard people talking about it.
I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch it. I don't even like the sounds. I don't like the people on there. It just looked like something I don't want to watch.
What's the name of it?
It's good.
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Like Squidward Games.
It's good. I just hate how it ended. But then I learned, right? So I hated the ending so much. I was like, man, that's when something be so good and it ends so stupid, it just discredit the whole thing. So I was just like, this is ridiculous. But then somebody put me on game and was like, Netflix only paid for the first 9 episodes, so there's more to it. And I was like, all right. So I ain't as mad about that. But
they was testing that shit. They was giving out Netflix out here, testers out in the street.
Yeah, they passing out testers.
Everybody talks about how good it is.
Oh yeah, Sienna said watch Wu-Tang. The Wu-Tang joint is. I'm a Wu-Tang fan, so I'm hooked on that whole story. And first of all, the thing that blew my mind about the Wu-Tang series was how Ghost and Ray was really trying to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like not on no play shit, but like Raekwon shot up Ghostface's house.
Mm-hmm.
Like these two brothers were literally trying to kill each other, and it just shows you how like so you can't forgive somebody for fucking your baby mother, but what about a nigga come shoot your house up?
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the second season now.
You said what, Professor?
I said, is that a question?
Yeah. Well, I know you. I know your answer.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like, typically, no. But if, let's say, like, in a scenario where, like, we got enough mutual people around us that don't want to see us do this. Maybe we was on a level of friendship before. You shot up my house, I shot up your house, nobody died, and we sit down at that round table and we hash it out. Maybe we can move forward. Maybe.
You see, it worked out for them.
Well, Nell said that was fabricated for TV, but I do think that. But I thought they did dislike each other though, just on two different sides of the fence. But the way the RZA broke it down was he was like basically, you know, whatever they did to each other, they were both in the game. It was a part of the game, and you just got to chalk it up and leave it at that.
Yeah. Like I said, nobody died, nobody got hurt between it. And if, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it's part of the game. Like, I had to learn it in a situation where, you know, my big cousin had to tell me, like, listen, in that moment of what happened to me, you know, I felt like I was robbed. But he was like, man, you weren't robbed because you're not a civilian. You know what I'm saying? When you move in a certain way, you're no longer a civilian. So what you doing with what you got ain't like you got robbed. That was a trade. You know what I'm saying? That's something that is you got to go get back however you may. But they didn't rob from you because they didn't take your life. If they took your life, they stole from you. But taking something that you out here doing that you ain't supposed to be, you're not a civilian. That was just a trade and a part of the game.
Yeah. And that's big. Yeah. Well, it's a lot of good TV on right now. I still haven't watched episode 2 of Wonder Years. G told me to look at it. G said it's getting better. I didn't get to watch episode 2 of the Wonder Years yet.
Wonder Years? What's that, like Golden Girls or something?
Yeah, Wonder Years it's a reboot. It's a reboot of a show that came on way back in the day, but this time it's all black cast.
Oh, I'll check it out there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check it out. So Nels said they did have issues. All right, I appreciate it, Nels. Y'all quick with the Googles. Nels, what happened to Rich Boy? Is Rich Boy
NJ already put it in the chat.
I see it, but I can't copy from how he put it in. I can't copy and paste on my end. I can't click from the screen that I'm in to look at it. So somebody just shouted out what happened to Rich Boy or what's up with Rich Boy. All right, so
Rich Boy was selling that. All them haters wanted Jack. Just bought a Cadillac. With a gut. Man.
All right, so I think I could probably be on in about 2 minutes. Let me see if I can go on my little stash of videos, see if I can find a quick one. Oh, it's a new challenge out. Yeah, it's a new challenge out, and I just want to see.
Do the crate challenge yet?
Oh shit!
Is that the Marion challenge?
Go apologize.
Jig.
Oh, was that the one? What was that when he was dancing?
Dancing on the red carpet. Nigga,
I'm dead.
That ain't
no fucking challenge.
Shit.
That's not no challenge. That's a skill.
I need to see it. Don't look at that shit.
That might be a challenge. Yeah.
She won by her damn self.
Yes, she
did. About that life. Y'all ladies out there doing all that gyrating and shaking.
She
and
won.
Show me something.
Listen, that's not a challenge.
What is that?
It ain't gonna be. It's only a certain age bracket gonna try that because after they get a certain age, never mind, y'all. Never mind.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
We ain't gonna be able to get up off the floor.
Somebody's hip gonna be fucked up.
The legs don't quite extend in that direction no more.
Hell no.
Without breathing issues and other shit.
Wait a minute, Professor, but you saying no more. Some people never was ever able to spread them like that.
I was just about to say that.
Let me tell you,
some people ain't never been able to do that.
She didn't have somebody in love with that flexibility. I'm telling you, boy.
Now, what would you do? You out, playing the let out of the club and shit, and you be like, "Hey, shorty, come here," and she come over to you like that. Like, what now?
Wait a minute, no. You trying to say she glide over to you like that?
Put her in the car.
Shut up, Mike. Shut your ass up. Shut
She
your
glide
ass
over to
up.
me like that.
Not a game.
She gonna have to roll around like that for the rest of the night.
But how do you
Slide
roll
over to
around
me
like
like
that? Them
that.
legs just open. They open.
That's some Jean-Claude Van Damme shit, some blood sport type of shit right there, boy.
Yo, that was perfect because that shit ended right, and here go Brother Ike.
He's suited and booted. Look at him.
I was about to say, look at his sharp ass coming on here and everything. Oh shit.
We came to work today. We can't hear you.
We can't even hear you. See? Fancy ass.
Hold on, he not muted.
Is that conspiracy, Brother Jones?
You muted, Ike. I don't know why your joint muted for some reason.
Hold up.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Hold up. Been on this damn thing. Y'all hear me?
Who said that?
Right. I looked up too, like, who that?
Ike, was that you that said that?
Just put down.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My bad. I missed that.
Oh, fancy ass headset.
Look, this is what they gotta give it to us, man. Make sure we good. I just finished with a meeting with city attorney and city manager. Oh, we want to learn about our 457 plans. And my boss was like, shirt and tie. It's like, damn. Like, why I gotta put a tie on? So we here. But what's up, y'all? Everybody good? Yeah, I kind of got a rant today too that kind of lead into what I want to talk about. But first and foremost, two things I want to make y'all aware of. First and foremost, with the pink demonstration, breast cancer awareness month, man. COVID is overshadowing that right now. It was my cousin that reminded me because I always walk with her doing her cancer walks and everything. And that's my heart right there. So Gab, I don't know if you're watching, but you know this is partially for you to wear it, but I always rock it with her and everything. So keep that in mind, yo. And everybody encourage y'all ladies in y'all life to go get the boobies checked. Fellas, we gotta get ours checked too. So keep that in mind too. Second, it's National Retirement Security Month, B. Y'all probably ain't never heard of that shit, but it's a real thing. So it ain't nothing but just trying to encourage people to do a couple things. And what I mean by that is, like I always rant, enrolling y'all 401k, TSP, profit sharing plan, whatever. Make sure you saving the max, so maxing your money out and everything. Debt and budgeting. Stop spending unnecessary money, like we always talk about. Take a look at your investment strategies when you go onto your account. We going into the new year. New year, check out your joint. And then make sure y'all using the 1-800 numbers. Will kind of lead me to my rant, My rant, but leads me right into what I want to get into. And I say it all the time. Stop getting advice from Facebook. Stop getting advice from social media, and stop getting advice from Joe Smo that you work with about what to do with your money. Reason being, I got a call yesterday from a brother that told me, Ike, I just got hit with a $2,500 IRS tax bill, in particular a lien. And if you get hit with a lien, you know that's worse because they go up on your credit and everything, and then it might jeopardize your job and everything. And I said, well, what the hell did you do? And he said, I pulled out money from my 401k, but my homeboy at work told me I can do that without getting no penalty out of doing that because he said he did it before. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's why you got that tax bill, because you had to hit the ordinary income tax payment that you got to pay. Plus, because you're under 59 and a half, you had to pay 10%. So you probably took out 25 grand. And he was like, how do you know? I'm like, math. 10% of 25,000 is 2,500. Is that hard? So, if anything, make sure you reach out to the 1-800 number on your retirement plans or any of these accounts to get advice first. Stop listening to your homeboy, I'm trying to tell you, if they ain't got no license, no designation, it's going to cost you. You see what I'm saying? And y'all hear me rant and rave on that a lot, but it can save you a lot more money. And in some cases, this man might lose his job because he's not supposed to have a tax lien on his credit. So listen to somebody else and get ready to lose him $2,500 plus his job. And then the biggest funny thing is he want me to represent him in tax court. bruh, I can't represent nobody in no tax court. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't do nothing with that. So
I ain't gonna lie. I get my. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, G. Go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say, I do get I get a lot of my financial advice from an Asian brother of mine, my ex coworker, but he very smart dude though, you know what I'm saying? Asian, but he'd tell like what it is. He'd be like, man, you should like that for that situation you said. He'd have been like, the hell wrong with you? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still tell people watch their moves because some people just, ranting off the top of their head and they really don't know what they're saying, which kind of leads me to something a little deeper. I try to hold back on certain topics, but when I talk about tax efficient strategies, with investing, right? Because what I'm seeing a lot of people doing is they are trying to, they buying a stock, right? And they're saying, all right, I'm going to invest this money in this company right now, right? And as soon as it go down, they sell it, right? Because they done lost some money on their account, right? But then they turn around and going back to buy that same stock, right? Now, many people don't know that you can take a write-off for a loss on an investment up to $3,000, right? But what happens is the IRS will look at it and call it a wash sale because you can't dump the same investment and buy it right back. We talk about the IRS. They not with that, right? And then also keep in mind with your investments, with these stocks, the holding period, right? You got to hold the investment for at least a year. It might not seem like a big deal, but let's say you came up on Bitcoin or something, right? And let's say you made 20,000. If you sold it within that year, you're going to get hit with ordinary income tax. So that's 22%, right? For most people. But if you hold it for that year in one day, you're going to get hit with capital gains tax, which is 15%, right? Now, I don't care what you say. $10,000 times that 7% difference is $700 that could have been in your pocket, right? And a lot of people are doing a lot of things out of urgency. So make sure when you're working with your investments, make sure you're looking at the tax efficient strategy for it. And if you got something you need to kind of withdraw something like that, and you still try to make some money, that's why you look at like a Roth IRA. Make sure you hold it for 5 years, because then you could turn around and use it as an emergency vehicle in coordination with an emergency savings account. So keep that in mind, I just wanted to say that because, you don't play with the IRS. Anybody know that. You don't play with no alphabet boys, especially the IRS. Them niggas is worse than the DEA. So that's my jewel for the day, dog.
We appreciate it, brother. Ike had already forewarned me. Said, look, just had a mic on. I'm coming in, kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
Yeah, dog. Everybody don't listen, man. You just gotta, and everybody know we don't eat off of this. You know what I mean? If I give you advice, it's just straight up, and try. Yeah, all right. I'd be lying if I don't say I have my cocky moments and say I got the designation, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. But people be listening to people so much, and when you be like, yo, you call that 1-800 number, yo. They ain't gonna judge you because you made a decision to do something with your bread. They there to help, and if they don't help you, you need to get your money the hell up out of there, for real. So that's
the one thing they don't want you to do. They want your money.
Yo, they want you. That's even me. That's the reason why I had this meeting. They were like, hey, we get ready to go over nationwide. Oh, hell no, y'all not get ready to go transfer y'all account. That city plan. That's one of my biggest plans. Nope. Let me talk to this attorney and this city manager, and let me kiss ass a little bit. So
you might be the reason why I love the show Billions so much, yo. Between you and Sean, Sean told me to watch it, and now
somebody told me to watch that,
oh my goodness,
I did.
You did?
Yeah,
you did, yo. You did. I gotta watch that. Somebody
Billions is like, yeah.
A couple people
when I hear
told me
you
watch
talk
that.
now, I can relate more because I'm hearing stuff from the show. Like you got me more up on the show because I listen to you and I'm like, oh yeah, all right, know about that shit. Axel about you about to go and do that shit.
I'm just trying not to end up like Wesley Snipes. I'm young, you feel me? Listen, man. My mother, listen. I don't know if y'all, but I got a good mother. I love her to death. She still applied for my health care for me. I'm still listening. It's certain things that I just be like, damn, this is just too much. And I'll be like, hey, Ma, you trying to apply for this? Here go my information. So I just slide that across the table to her like we making a deal. And she get it done. Get it done.
Yeah, you just gotta watch it, man. Wesley, that's why you gotta have a good team, man. And like I told my man, I said, yo, when you did your taxes, who the hell did your taxes? Did you go to TurboTax or something? He was like, Nah, I got an accountant. Nah, no, you don't. You better fire his ass because that was the first thing he should have picked up on when they gave you that 1099 to take to him to see that you did that. He was like, "Oh, so can I sue him?" No, you can't sue that man. You signed off on it, so you done. So yeah.
Well, we appreciate it, brother Ike. Every other Tuesday, live on the Cooling the Game show, dropping financial jewels. Like he said, send your questions into the gang if you have them for brother Ike. Do not hit him up on the solo tip, because if you don't go through the Cooling the Gang show, then you will get an invoice in the mail from Ike to get that question answered. So
that was our agreement.
Yes, this is this is a courtesy from the show. This is from us to you for you tuning in. We wanted to give you something to walk away with, because I ain't all that right in my head. So I say a lot of the wrong things sometimes. So I got to clean it up with somebody like Brother Ike. And when we bring Dr. Will on, and somebody as distinguished as my brother Jiggy, I bring people around, because I ain't right. And Mayberry don't pay me no mind no more. The professor, Mac always just let me do what I want to do. He's just like, it's all right, bro. So Mac just let me run loose and shit. The professor, he'd like to see me get in situations and wiggle out of them. So, and my wife, she just pities me. And that's why, she's still here. I love her for that. Thank you for pitying me.
You're welcome.
Thank
Anytime.
you. So,
we ain't getting no kiss. Y'all ain't kiss.
Oh.
I can't now because you said something.
Oh.
Hey, Ike, did you make it to the bonfires Saturday?
Bonfire.
I feel you.
Duh, look, I feel like I'm in detention, yo. Like doing no cap, yo. Doing the show is almost like a relief for me, yo, because this some lonely shit. So anybody that's going through a study and going for a designation, they understand. I don't discourage it, but yo, you be feeling like you by yourself. That's why I'm kind of glad I can go walk outside and look and be like, oh, look, people driving somewhere and they don't, because all I do literally is go to the gym, come back in the house, go to the gym, come back in the house. And like my cousin said, she said, oh, you made it to the wedding today. I said, you got 3 hours, then I'm out. I'm gonna see you say your I do's. I'm gonna get my flick with Ariel and everything. Which, yo, anybody would like that picture of Ariel with me in the background with her thighs showing, yo? And I know you, yo. I got a problem with you. I meant to say that, yo. That's my other little rant. But all right,
I liked it. I liked it because she always
I get in trouble because I liked it too.
No, I was surprised you let that go. I was surprised you let it slide. I was surprised you let her do it. You must not have knew until the picture was taken, and then you was like,
here's the thing. This what happened. On my page, if you notice, I put it in my story. I blew up. You know how you can
the whole thing.
I blew it up over her thigh so nobody can see. But she reposted it on her page and put it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she definitely had the thigh meat out. I saw it. She was cute.
Oh,
yeah, I was like,
that one?
I don't show that on here.
I ain't see that picture.
She got her thigh meat out. It's looking real cute.
But you know what? I don't even know if Ariel here, but that Ariel don't come out much. So when she come out, she come the fuck out.
Okay.
So
Ariel
when A comes,
she like 12.
Huh?
She looks like she like 12.
Yeah, and when she come out, she come out, and then having my gigantic nieces and nephews is just like she need to come out. So yeah.
Well, we are here. Brother Ike's here. Jiggy Piff is here. Mayberry's here. Mac is here. The professor's here. Glam Shan is here. And you all are here tuning in with us, and we appreciate it. Shout out to RIPEWO just coming in, joining us on YouTube. We appreciate it. Everybody take a second, hit that share button again. We're going to keep this thing going. So, Ike, what you good or
No, I'm gonna stick around, though.
Right.
Ironically, actually, I'm about to get the hell about this shirt and tie real quick, so y'all bear with me 1 second.
All right.
We'll do it on.
So Shannon sent me this, and it was on only in Nigeria. All right. So my husband is mourning his dead mistress.
Wait, let a woman read it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put it over there.
Well, goddamn. Oh, goddamn.
That's my life, you know. This is how they talk to me in this house.
I'm bossy.
She said, if you ain't got no pussy, then get your ass on.
Mike, really?
These are uterus problems. These are uterus issues that you can't relate
some
to.
crazy shit right here, y'all. All right, here she goes. She says, my husband is mourning his dead mistress. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was simply a co-worker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. He quit his job, saying it was too traumatic to go to work. She was in the early weeks of pregnancy when she died, and my husband doesn't know whether he or her husband was the father. Boom, 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 boom. So, on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby, which may or may not have been his. I found it extremely difficult to be emotionally supportive when he wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning crying and trembling. Yet, I don't have the heart to yell at him like I want to.
Shit.
She must have had that fire.
He says she's dead, so there's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened, and asks for my understanding as he grieves. We barely talked these last weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband when he cries and says he misses her and wishes she was here. Where I left her. Oh, then also how much he loves me and that he never intended to leave me. I asked him to visit a marriage therapist together, and he says he's not ready to work on our marriage, and he thinks he needs to see a grief therapist instead.
Wow.
Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress? Or should I demand to focus on our marriage? She didn't even ask about leaving.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, I was about to say.
Let's just get this out the way right now. And I need to get it as a soundbite. Professor, can you go ahead and just give us your famous quote? Wow, we got to talk about this dumbass shit. Go ahead. In your voice, though. In your voice.
I mean,
we got a lot of comments already.
He got a point. He need to get over something first. Give him a minute. Don't bother me with all that bullshit, talking about that marriage and all that.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
You know what I'm talking about?
I agree with him.
I don't want to work on my marriage. I'm still grieving my mistress.
He needs to go through grief counseling because he
lost a baby.
Work through. He needs to go through his mistress.
Man, you about to lose your teeth.
Baby and his wife. All at one time.
Can we all have a
Yo, Piff,
he cheated
what
and he quit his job.
Yes.
He can't go to work because she's no longer there.
Dina said it sounds like Tasha and Ghost.
Ooh, damn, right. Ooh. She must have had that.
Y'all see NJ Rich said she killed the mistress.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking.
She just found out about it.
That's why she's so calm about the whole situation. That's why she ain't pissed because she didn't kill her.
And she still want to work on her marriage. So not only did he cheat on you, he was raw dogging and was about to have a potential popcorn kid. And you want him to work on the marriage while he crying over another bitch?
Yes,
shit.
Because I was never going to leave you, baby. I was never going to leave you.
But you
sound like she up to something now.
He was never going to leave.
Hey, Professor, what he say? He said you gonna put antifreeze in the biscuits? You gonna kill him? Sure.
But see,
yeah.
She just need to give him a little minute, let him go to grief counseling, get his mind right. He just lost two important people in his life. He lost his baby and he lost his mistress, his side piece. Maybe for real, his main piece. She the fucking side piece. She just don't know.
Yeah, that's what you know what, Professor. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The moment that you sit around and accept that, you do become the side piece, and that piece become the main piece. You do.
I don't know. That's loose. That's loose. That's loose to say that though. That's loose to say that because you I get it what you're trying to say by saying the moment she accepted your side piece, but you do gotta you do have situations where that is accepted because at the end of the day, all the side pieces getting in some pickle. You getting the extravagancies in my life. I pay the rent. You get whatever you want, baby. You get the birthday gifts, Christmas for you. You got the ring on your finger. She just getting hard dick and bubble gum. So regardless of
she's not getting just hard dick and bubble gum because this man
Not
is
in all
obviously
well, yeah,
in
that's
love
where he
with
fucked
this
up. No,
woman.
no. I will agree. Hold on. I will agree. He fucked up because he started loving. So now that's out. That's OD. But can we please applaud this man because it's strong as hell. That girl still ain't talking about leaving. That boy strong as shit. I'm just saying he pimping on another level.
Because she never
Can't
mentioned
knock
leaving.
that, but I will. No, she didn't because he got a bag or something. He quit his job.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't paying for shit no more.
He got a bag.
He done quit his job.
Man, she might be taking care of him. You don't know.
In the IG live room, China Doll says, "Does he have life insurance? If he like her so much, he should go join her."
Whoa.
Nell said, Nell said, "Wait, what the fuck is a popcorn kid?"
Hey, Nell.
All right, so do I have to define what a popcorn kid is?
Yes, Mayberry, please, because we have a lot of new. So let them know what a popcorn kid is.
A popcorn kid. So let's say you just started dating somebody. Y'all 3 months in the relationship, and you find out that the guy you dating, chick that was his ex, got a baby on the way. That's a popcorn kid because it's gonna pop up in the middle of your relationship. Another popcorn situation is, let's say you take a break from your relationship. You go and screw something, y'all get back together, y'all working it out. Then all of a sudden the kid come. Popcorn kid.
Pop, 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 pop.
Those are popcorn kid situations. Any kid that you ain't know of that pop up in the middle of anything is a popcorn kid. There you go.
I pray I ain't got none of them. God damn.
Popcorn kids.
I pray I ain't got none of them. Listen. I'm like most men out here. I done threw my dick on the crack table a couple nights and gambled a little bit, and and I came out on top as far as I know. As far as I know, I came out on top. I ain't sizzling. I'm cooling. But if a chick pop up talking about, oh, this Jig, baby, god damn, shit. Throw a monkey wrench in my life.
Yeah, popcorn baby. That's the first thing that's gonna come to his head.
Immediately you're gonna think of a popcorn. You're like, I got popcorn.
Immediately now, that's all I'm gonna think of. Now I'm gonna think of y'all like popcorn baby.
Yeah, that one was the group I got it out of. Best believe they had a lot to say about that situation. I mean, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to. Besides telling her to leave, because it's one thing for her husband to have cheated on her, the woman that died, but you're legit mourning. Like, you're mourning like that.
He didn't cheat on her. He cheated on the girl that passed away.
Initially.
So Wayne said, remember where they are. Nigerian customs are different. So this was a Nigerian.
They believe till death do us part in reality.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah. They believe in multiple wives. So that's she probably that was probably a prospect to join the team.
A prospect to join the team. He said it like Shorty getting drafted.
Right.
That was what she was about. She was about to get drafted. First
Shorty was about to get drafted and shit. Shut up, dude.
Listen.
Did you say first round?
Yeah.
First round
draft pick. Imagine
Shut
how
up, Jay.
Baltimore
Don't do it.
felt. Listen, imagine how Baltimore felt.
Don't do it.
Losing their first round draft pick. We might cry a little bit. Imagine if we lost Lamar Jackson. You lose Lamar Jackson.
Whoa, don't put that in there, dog.
Yeah, for real.
That's why I think she killed him.
Too bad.
You think she actually found out about the mistress before?
Yeah, she killed it because she was too calm. She too calm with her whole story. She took shit out. She took her out.
That's why I'm saying she might have known that she might have took it into consideration. Like maybe this was about to be a part of the team. He was building a nice start in 5. That's what
she was about to be a draft. She was a draft pick. We know.
China Doll says, that's what I'm saying. To death do us part. I'm just speeding that part up.
No.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I ain't married. Them words right there. Words right there.
Somebody gonna take death literally.
So
right.
Listen, I didn't.
One person's forever.
No. Listen. I don't got a fair commitment. I don't got a fair commitment. But I done had coffee mugs thrown in my head, and I know if there's a wedding ring involved, it might be bullets, it might be not. It could just levels to it. When my man Mike say there's levels.
That shit up. Don't
You get a whole hot coffee pot and shit.
How about we not do what we doing? The calls, coffee pots, and life insurance to be cashed out, all that stuff.
Sometimes you ain't really got to do nothing.
I'm glad you said that. See, Mike, I didn't do nothing to deserve the coffee. But listen, I'm 100-0 though. I dodged all of them. Listen, she had to clean that up. By the way, you throwing mugs in my house. You know, you gonna have to sweep that up. I know you was mad in the moment, but I don't hold grudges. I can get over that. There's broken glass on the floor. You can get over that. You got to sweep it. But besides that, I didn't do nothing to deserve that. I didn't deserve coming home and she's standing in the tub sprinkling Ajax on the clothes. I didn't deserve this. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, stay single, bruh.
I'm a victim.
Lord have mercy.
Well,
I'm a victim. Like, I'm a victim.
Well,
but not Ajax, though. I'm still on Ajax. Not like Clorox, but Ajax.
Along the lines of marriage. Oh, so Nell said Lim bias in the Celtics. He said, why quit his job? Because he got that insurance check. Boom.
It's too traumatic to go to work every day and look over and his work wife was not there.
Yeah, that would be.
Nobody's bringing him his breakfast, lunch, and lunch to work anymore.
Ain't nobody bringing him them drawers. That's what it is.
Well, on the lines
Jiggy, what did you do?
And in Baltimore, dude.
So on the lines of marriage, Steven Jackson, former NBA player, he has the Up and Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes. Very dope podcast. Those two brothers, I really like what they're doing. But Steven Jackson that went online and he went on IG Live and was talking about how prenups. Now, of course, you know, when you hit a certain level, of course, you know, you want to protect your interests. A lot of people do prenups.
Give me one. I had shit to protect.
Oh man.
They say Lord gave you niggas money.
So I'm just going to play.
I think prenup should be mandatory.
I agree.
Like for everybody. All right, well, let's play this clip real quick.
I agree.
Let me take my broke ass with the same stuff I came with.
Yeah. Let me leave with my 2 t-shirts and my coffee and my coffee table.
Let's figure all of this shit out now. Because people wait when you heated and you pissed off, people come out with all types of shit. I'd rather us figure out all of this when we friends, not when we enemies.
My nanny come back in there with a spook look on her face, like she still like she pulled me to the side and she still ain't signed it. Oh, I ain't getting married. Steph was like, she ain't signed a prenup. What we even here for? I'm like, yeah, dog, I ain't doing it. The preacher steps up. He's like, hold on. He say, now hold on. I know you love this girl. Don't make a drastic decision. I think you should just let God handle it. I say, huh? I think you should just let God handle it. Me, as a pastor, I don't believe in prenups. Nah, I know why she was fighting for you. You don't believe in prenups. Now it all makes sense. I ain't getting married. Damn what you believe in. I put everything in God's hand. And God is telling me to put the pen in her hand and make her sign this goddamn prenup. That's what God's telling me. So God telling me and you two different things. I told you Steph was turned up. I'm talking about, dog, this nigga Steph on Marbury is crazy, dog. Soon as we get to downstairs, he already in the DJ booth. As people walk in, guess what's the first song they play? She gives me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling.
Not a singing, dog.
Oh, yeah, she's a gold digger. Way over time. That's good to me. Oh, dog. You know, I'm going to keep it all 1,000 with y'all. After we had party at the hotel, me and all my partners getting ready to go out that night. 2 of her main squeezes that was dealt with her was with us that night.
He would just leave it at that.
I'm going to keep it funky. I downed one.
So apparently the night before the wedding, she still hadn't signed it. So the day of the wedding, his fiance did not sign the prenup and he did not get married, but they still had the reception. and he bust one of her homegirls. Shout out to Steven.
Hey, that sounds fair.
Stand up.
Dang. Hey, she said, "Sit your ass down."
But
Listen,
I mean,
I
don't
believe
play the
that
game like it.
and blood tests.
Prenups and blood tests. There you
I
go. So how do y'all feel about like? Is it well? First of all, I'll ask the ladies or anybody, like, and fellas too, I guess. So you're a professional brother. You doing your thing. Would you? Is it an insult
Absolutely.
if a woman or your partner comes to you and says,
"We
I
are
want you to
signing
sign
a
this?"
prenup.
Let's go ahead. You earned that beforehand, and we not in a community property state, so we fine with that. And if you don't know what a community property is, y'all can Google it. I'm not giving an explanation on here today. but everybody your spouse get half or whatever. But the rule behind it is if you had money beforehand, they don't get none of that money. You know what I mean? But
not all cats.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, LaShawn. I did not sign one. Okay.
Yeah, sign one because you don't know what somebody got. Like you might walk into a situation, because I've seen it unfold, where the person got their own house or they got a slick ass car and shit don't work out. They gonna go after that. Nah, prenup, buddy. Sorry, go ahead and do that.
I knew I should have
Prenup.
had you someone.
Because marriage ain't nothing but a business anyway. It's nothing but a business transaction anyway. It is.
That's it. Marriage ain't about love. Marriage is a business transaction. And people keep talking about some you love.
It's love, but it's definitely a business transaction. That's why they got married filing jointly.
It was supposed to be about love at a certain point, but then we made it about business. Because at the end of the day, divorces only benefit majority of the time one side, and it ain't us. All right. I don't know too many women that's living in a bad studio apartment wondering what went wrong after the divorce.
Mayberry.
They don't sign a prenup because they know they might come out on top. Now listen. Let's make it fair, baby. Let me leave with what I had. You just gonna keep all of your stuff and take half of mine? That's 150%. I had 100, you had 100. I'm leaving with my shoelaces. Shorty took my shoes.
My laces.
Hey, Aunt Anna. So Aunt Anna has a good point. She says, I'm good with prenups unless we both come into it broke, then we can build together.
Nobody want my broke stuff.
I'm petty. Like I want every raggedy piece of thing I brought in here. I want to take it with me. I'm like the jerk.
Right.
Y'all ever see the movie The Jerk? Like when he rolled out, he said, "This is my bouncy thing. This is my tennis ball. Like, give me all my raggedy shit."
No, yeah.
I'm petty. If I bought all the light bulbs in the crib, I'm
taking them too.
I'm screwing them
That's
out.
why. But see, that's why I agree with prenups, because exactly what Jiggy said about being petty. People get petty. It's not. People get petty when they pissed off. You don't know what happened in the relationship for it to crumble. If somebody cheated, they mess around and then they want to go after stuff. Y'all might have agreed on something, and then people take a turn because people get real petty over some dumb shit, taking earring backs and dumb shit, leaving the laces. Like people get petty.
I'm petty.
So I want us to argue about this when we friends and we cool. Not argue about it when you got beef, because that's the hardest time to resolve anything. It's the worst.
Like I had $3 on this table before I left. That shit better be there. I want my $3.
Petty.
Right.
Because they get mad, and you can everybody with sneakers can relate to this. She put them creases and them broken backboards, dog. Woo, boy.
So in IG Live, Nell says Mary J. Blige. China Doll says it's too much I want to say. Rudy, write this down for the next hot topic. Oh shit, she about to go off. We about to go in. Yeah, right? Professor, write this down for the next joint we do at the crib, and we're gonna talk about this. Prenups.
All right.
We got you, China.
Yeah, old dude did get married. He took Mary J. Blige.
But we need him though.
Yeah. So we all signing one.
We need them prenups, man.
Can we go back? Can we get divorced and remarried so we can sign one? Because I'm building an empire over here, and you keep You keep forgetting to even say that I'm sitting next to you some days on Cooley in the Game. So I think we need separate.
Y'all hear that, right? Shannon gonna come on and be sitting in my seat one day and shit and be like, "This was the
Real
half
shit. She gonna take.
He gonna take half
Mike
of it.
Cooley in
He
the
gonna take
game.
half. She gonna take holes and trade you no prenup.
Listen, it's
all
gonna be
the
Shannon's
And
show
what's
in the
crazy
game.
though?
Shannon's show in the game.
Y'all in Carolina, right? They have some of the worst fucked up divorce courts, and she would win. Sorry. Sorry, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we're
Listen,
going fishing.
Hold on, but
fishing, baby.
what state do men usually win? Like when do we usually win in divorce court? When do we?
On
the
TV.
chances are slim.
Not on TV.
Slim.
Chances are slim. Crickets. Like we are not supposed to. Listen, we going into that battle. Like, listen, man. Just please don't take the towels out the floor. Like, can I keep my towels? Can I? Like,
Look,
don't
I
cheat.
don't
Listen,
like bringing up. I'm gonna tell you this. My parents weren't married, but my mother told me this all the time. When her and my father split up, my mother left my father with a plate. She left with a plate, a fork, a knife, and maybe a pot or something to cook in.
But no food.
And that's it. And she took everything out. And my mother petty. I'm gonna tell her that right now. Like, but it's all good. And I have never asked my father because I think she might be exaggerating. I'm gonna ask him one day.
Jesus people, she don't lie.
I'm gonna ask him one day, like, Dad, did she really just leave you with the plate and the fork? And
then he gonna call you about her name, and then it might be.
Ain't no listen.
Fantasia was married before.
Mike, ain't nobody.
Anna said, does that shit run in the family?
Listen, Mike, my parents wasn't never married neither. I can relate to that, but both my parents might take the pettiest parents award ever. When they was going through what they was going through, they did the most pettiest things in the world. Like my mother called my father cheating, and she dismantled his phone down to the motherboard. She took the chips out the motherboard. My mother, she flushed his piranha. That look, this man had like $2,000 worth of fish. She flushed him down the toilet. He had like a $2,000 water bed. She popped it and then poured candle wax on it. My father, while my mom was pregnant with me, my mother was pregnant with me, bro. And my father followed her to the mall. She dropped her keys. He picked them up and gave them some teenagers. They was riding around Cherry Hill, opening up diapers in the backseat. Man, this is all them two, just back and forth.
Yeah, I get the petty award.
Big G is in the building. What's up, G?
Shit, show I'm out here late, man. Fuck around with this goddamn Home Depot and shit. Hey. Where the big booty girls at? And it's Titty Tuesday too. Where the titties at? Hey. Where the titties at?
Nigga said it's Titty Tuesday.
Oh,
what up with y'all? How y'all feeling? Mac, what it do?
What's good? What's poppin'?
Shit. What's good with y'all? Where Ike at? I just saw Ike. I don't see Ike no more.
I'm right
There you go. What's good? What y'all talking about? Prenups?
We got Jiggy Piff in the building.
I see Jiggy in the middle. I see Jiggy. What we talking about? Prenups?
What's going on, fam?
Yeah.
What up with you?
Are you with him? So we played a video from Steven Jackson, former NBA player, and he was talking about how he gave his fiance a prenup, and she staggered and didn't sign all the way up until the day of the wedding. He still didn't have a signature, so he called off the wedding and just had a reception, him and his boys, and then he ended up busting one of her best girlfriends.
That's what it do. I'm with that.
I knew you would love it. So how you feel about prenups?
Since I'm broke as shit, I ain't signing one. I'm broke. Yeah, I ain't signing that shit either. But then again, if she want to sign one, she can't get shit. I got an iPhone and a fucking Kia Optima.
Man.
I feel like honestly though, I feel like a prenup is if I just met you and we just started kicking it and I had a whole bunch before I got with you, then absolutely. But if I was broke and we built something and we've made like you and Shannon, y'all been together for so long, y'all been doing a thing, You know, she got a business. I think you should have to sign the prenup, but even though y'all already nupped. But
thank you. I just asked her, can we get divorced and remarry?
But I mean, y'all building something. If we're building something together, and I, you know, you wasn't with me balling in the gym. You didn't shoot none of these 3-pointers. You didn't hit none of these linebackers. So I don't think you should be entitled to a whole bunch of shit. But you know, if we build something together, then this is ours. This is gonna be half and half. And we just walk away from it like that.
But
What
wait,
about
though,
that
but what
person
you
that takes
saying
the
though,
stand?
even if it,
Go ahead, Jig.
I was saying, but even off of what he's saying, like you can still have a prenup, build together, and then have a contract of 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, like,
that sound good, but I think people
easier said than done.
Yeah, I think when people hear prenup, they don't think half and half or a contract or some kind of agreement. But I mean, I guess you could if that's what y'all gonna do, and y'all can be adults to say half and half. But I mean, like y'all said, I'm taking earring backs. I'm taking the left slip, the left sandal. I might take all the straps off your purse and shit. So your toe, you gotta actually carry that bitch like a basket. Like I'm doing all of that shit. You know.
Hey,
yo,
don't let her have
though,
kids.
you can do
I'm taking my game
post.
back too, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Wait a minute. Ike's about to tell me something, y'all. Hold on.
What'd you say, Ike?
Shannon, chill. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. You getting a little too excited, goddammit. You getting a little too damn excited.
My bad.
But there is a post-nuptial agreement out there. You can get one done. It just don't work that often because at that point, then that leads to a goddamn divorce. The fuck you want half of my money for now? We done got married. You should have brought this up in the prenup, but you can't get a postnup.
Hey, is it a time frame on it?
I don't think it's a time frame.
Okay.
I don't think it's actually. I had to reach out to one of my homeboys that's a lawyer. That's his avenue. If he see what he say, more than likely you probably can. But I ain't want to say nothing because you know Shannon got those bright ideas over there, and we ain't with it over here. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a good idea. When you on the down drop of the roller coaster, when you start reaching the top, you might gotta start looking for it. Like, look, we ready to drop. We gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Mike did.
See, but I don't know.
Drop, you mean like divorce? Y'all headed in that direction? Is that what you mean by drop?
Matt.
What?
Are you here with us?
Yeah, it's something. Y'all went out real quick. I think my Wi-Fi. What was you saying?
I was saying you said when y'all about to go up, but y'all about to hit that down drop. I was saying, is that like down drop? What's a down drop? Divorce?
You know, like the roller coaster. Yeah, I mean, you know your up and down years. You can feel when you're going up. You know when that down slope you're ready to come. So right before you reach the top, you know how you pause on the roller coaster? That's when you get the post-nuptial right there.
All right, I got one more. I know the time is running from us. I got one more I want to get in, but I want to bring this up, and then we're going to move on. So what about, you know, the stance that some people will take where they say, well, you know, if you're asking me to sign this, you're already thinking that this isn't going to last. Like, is there like, you know, any substance to that? You're already betting on us. You're already betting on us not being together forever.
I mean, I can see where I can see where somebody.
I don't think that's true.
We just in life, you just never know. You just never know how things turn out. We good now, but who's to say in a couple of years we don't like each other?
But isn't that the goal for us to, like, we're going in?
Our goal is that.
That is the goal.
Hey, Mike, I got a good analogy
goal,
for
but
you,
that's
Mike.
not always free.
I got the answer.
I got a good analogy for you, Mike.
We're gonna get Jig's analogy. We're gonna get Ike's answer, and then we're going to the next video.
Yeah.
What's up, Jig?
I got an analogy for you. I'm gonna treat a prenup like insurance. Listen, I don't plan to crash my car, but somebody might hit me. Something might happen. I need to be prepared because then I ain't got no insurance. I got my head in my hands like a side duck. I just ain't.
That's a good one.
I'll give you that. Ike, what's up?
No, I just checked 3 law websites of folks that I know, and it literally says a postnuptial agreement can be created at any time after you are married. But this is where I usually come in with them, is that they're usually created for people when they start doing estate planning. Because what it does is, like, when they start doing the will and last will and testament, your testamentary will, they say, oh, they get this and that. But it's usually used for estate planning, which makes sense. Because at that point you love them to death, but you know, if you feeling like Shannon today, talk about getting a half now. But yeah.
All right. Well,
I asked to remarry him at least.
you are tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show live every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate everybody for checking in with us. Don't forget, follow us on. You see our social media info is going across the screen. That's our Twitter, IG. You can find us on Facebook at CNTG Show. Shoot us a DM. Hit our inbox. You see some stories or some things you want us to speak about or talk about. Hey, send them to us. Send us a Cooleygram. You know, if you're going through something in your life and you want to be anonymous, and we'll, bring it to court. Mayberry said I got to get a gavel if I'm gonna say court. I'm gonna go grab the crab thing that we use to crack the crabs.
I can give you all the class.
Shannon.
Shannon on one today, boy.
Send us in your Cooleygrams. We'll help you get through some of those hard times in your life and give you the best advice we can.
They're lying.
I said the best advice we can. So piggybacking on what we spoke about earlier with Fancy and dating and gifts when dating and levels to the gifts you should get when dating. I saw this video. I'm not sure which one of the gang sent it to me, but it was speaking on basically dating within your means.
Date within your budget. Hey, CJ, put me on this camera. I need them to see my eyes, bro. Yeah, thank you. That's camera number 2. Camera number 2. Thank you so much. Y'all, listen. And I'm gonna speak to the brothers. I'm gonna speak to the brothers on this one. Ladies, y'all may be a little upset with me, but it's gonna be all right. Brothers, do not find your wife. Do not find your favorite. Do not find your best thing. And you have to tell your wife no, because you told all your girlfriends in the past who you dated yes. You don't want to get to your wife and say, babe, we can't do this. We can't go there. We can't purchase this. I cannot do this because I spent money over here. I tried to impress her. I bought her this. I did this. I did that. Nah, man, listen. I'm a young man. I have a budget, and I date within that budget, and I don't break that budget. And I firmly believe that when I find my wife, when I find the woman who actually loves me, she's gonna rock with me. She's gonna understand that if he's a good steward with his money, he's gonna be a good steward with his life, then he'll be a good steward over the family. He'll be a good steward with her. He'll be a good steward with the kids. Man, don't fall for this culture. There's so much crap going out there. Like, yeah, if you ain't spending $200 on a date, you a simp or you broke. Nah, man. If you don't take her here, if she don't do this, if she don't come out with red bottoms, or if y'all don't go to this restaurant, then it's whack. No, man. Do you, man? If you the kind that want to go out on a picnic, go to Starbucks, or go to Ruth Chris Steakhouse, the key thing here is, date within your budget. Not their budget, not the world's budget, not culture's budget, but your budget. Bottom line. I've met so many millionaires, man, who don't spend $200 on dinner. But that's why they're millionaires. Because they don't care what you got to say or what I got to say. Like, nah, man, I'm going to date within the budget that I set for this month. When I get a daughter, man, please. I wish my daughter would come home and say, Dad, I'm upset. Why are you upset? Well, because he said he don't want to go there because it's not within his budget this month. I'm going to go to the dude's house and say, go buy the ring. Go buy the ring. Because a man or a woman that can sit here and say, I'm sticking within my budget, boom, those are solid ones. I promise you.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah, facts.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
I can't see that. Fuck no.
The hard part
no.
is this.
I love it.
The hard part about it is the woman that you want usually is outside of your means. And it's hard for you to see that. It's hard for you to see the woman that you want right now is usually outside of your means in a lot of cases, unless you just making money hand over fist. The person that you're looking at is out of your financial means. So you tend to overextend yourself. You go on those $200-$300 dates. You buy the bullshit on a firm and whatever the fuck. You do all of those things. You just hope the bill come out and you be praying to God that you don't got to use 2 credit cards and a little bit of cash.
No. That's just the raggedy chick that you just picked up with the BBL and got her stomach sucked in her ass and all that other shit. Fuck no. First of all, he was all over the board. He was all over the board with it. So are we saying I'm in the car by myself, but I'm sitting at work, like I'm walking across the parking lot. So what we say? Listen, I wear this motherfucker so much, I'm just used to it. I feel like he was all over the board. Like, are we talking about my wife and talking about dating and shit like that? Sometimes you might meet somebody and the girl might just want to go do a picnic. She might be the one that just want to sit on your fucking front porch, smoke a blunt, tuck you from the back, drink a bottle, and then that'd be it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, fuck out of here. I can dig it though. I mean, some women that you might meet might want to take you through the ringer, and she probably just wants a meal from your ass. That's probably pretty much why you gotta go and use 2 credit cards, because she want you to get Ruth Chris in a bottle.
But you want the pussy, as y'all man said earlier today on something I was watching. But you want the pussy though.
I do. That's why I'm gonna buy the bottle. I'm gonna buy you the lobster tail.
That's you fucked up on the go. You go spend all that money, and then at the end of the night, she say some shit like she on her period.
She gotta go pick up her kids. She gotta pick up her kids. She can't even stay tonight. Shorty,
right. I'll see you in 7 days, Matt.
Listen,
you gonna have that.
That's what she's saying. You gonna get that though.
You're gonna have to speed. Like, remember this from last week? You still owe for this.
But, you gonna pull out the receipt? You gonna pull out the receipt?
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I can understand what
Society's
you're
made
saying.
it hard to date within your means.
Is it society or social media?
That's a part of society.
Society in general. Society made it hard to date within your means, because at the end of the day, like she just said, you do all that because you want this pussy. Why is your pussy more important than my dick? I'm just being honest. It's not. I'm just being honest. It's not.
I was repeating what Kevin Samuels, y'all God, that y'all.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm just speaking.
Said to this chick earlier today, because she want to know why guys always want to sleep with her as soon as they meet her. And his response was, "We spending the money. We taking you to eat.
I would have to see her IG.
And you know, we spending the money. We trying to fuck." So that was y'all. That was Kevin Samuels.
No, but that's what. Yeah,
don't disrespect Kevin.
But I listen to Kevin, but he actually talks to the point of, yes, society has made it that way, that we have to do those things in order to get a chance at some pussy, and we shouldn't at the end of the day, because but that's another double standard that we accept and we deal with it. Y'all control access to sex, we control access to relationships. Somewhere along the line, y'all not cool with the double standard, so y'all start feeling the way. We deal with the double standard. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But yes, it's hard. It's hard for us to date within our means when every woman is told that, oh, don't mess with him if he ain't got no money, or he can't take you on a date, or he can't do, you can't do the basic.
Let's talk about.
Hold on, but wait.
Yeah,
okay,
I believe I'm with you on that, Shannon.
Hold on, let me rephrase and be more technical. Let me rephrase and be more technical, because what happens is, like I said, being personal and personal experiences, right? You may know a few women that might want to go on a picnic, but if we line up 100 of them, maybe 5 of them will say that. We can't talk about the 1%. We got to talk about the majority, because I'm running into the majority. Don't tell me about the 5 out of 100.
Leave the majority behind and keep digging through.
I don't think that number.
That's a deep ass pile.
Throw her ass aside.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that number though. I don't think that number is true. I think that number might be. I mean, I think it's probably more than 5.
There's women out here.
It is.
That want simple things. Now I ain't gonna lie. Those ones that y'all are liking their pictures and loving on social media as you scroll, you're looking at the wrong type of woman.
Right. You gotta look for that 45 to 50. I'm looking 45 to 55.
I done dealt with lawyers.
45 to 55.
Listen, I'm talking to a 43-year-old woman. Listen, I didn't talk to 43, 44. I done dealt with a lawyer. I done dealt with an RN. Listen. I've dealt with all pieces of the chessboard. Listen, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm not speaking to a ratchet woman, whether you want to consider yourself ratchet, or you want to consider yourself a lawyer, you want to consider yourself this. I'm speaking to the woman mentality of it, because it doesn't matter, because I done dealt with them all. And I'm just saying that's the majority. And like you said, you got to sift through it. And unfortunately, that's what we got to do. But we don't know that until after the fact we done spent some money on a dinner. Because a woman will sit there and say, oh, I don't really need too much. But But then you know what? The moment I'm out eating with you and I say, hey, we going half on this bill, you know, because you don't really need too much. I'm not looked at the same. The moment I sit there and I lay this picnic blanket out in the grass too many nights in a row, I'm gonna get looked at different. I can't do that every night. I can't. It's life. It's life.
Look, I learned it the hard way. I was buying Kim bracelets and rings and all that shit.
I don't want that shit.
She was excited about it, but one day I was just in the store and I just seen some crazy socks, some random ass crazy socks. So I grabbed her a few pair of socks. I gave it to her. She jumped up and down like I just gave her $1 million.
Yeah.
And I'm like, over some socks.
So to Shannon's point, I know I've seen some very fucked up individuals, men and women. So I've seen women sit and position themselves, take advantage of men, put them in fucked up situations and everything like that. But I've also seen some great, strong women that are educated, or some that have gone through trials and tribulations and pulling themselves out of situations and scenarios, and they leverage their experiences to do better. They try to partner with men. They try to do certain things to uplift their men in their lives. I watch it and I see it. So I can't ever sit and say I'm going to be on one side of the fence, because I have exposure to both sides. And in that situation and scenario, there are some good women that I know. I love crazy socks. People that know me, anybody really know me, I live on some socks. I'm always doing crazy socks. I get them for Christmas. That's just my thing. So I always got a bunch of crazy ass socks. So shit like that, those type of things mean more to me, because then you're really paying attention. That cliche shit, like I'm gonna go to the store and get you a Hallmark embossed card. Just as me, I'm speaking for me, because the thing is as a panel, everybody has an opinion. And all of our opinions is going to be different. This is not the Me Too movement. So with that, we're going to look at it and say, you know what? I like these little socks. He actually listened to something that I actually like. He ain't going to get me some cliche shit. Let me just go to the store and grab some flowers. Let me just go and get this embossed card. No, this nigga wrote a poem. That's that don't cost nothing. That's you expressing yourself. All right, we went out and we did something simple. We went to a poetry night where it was an open mic, some simple shit. Versus, all right, I'm gonna go and get this. But it depends on where you are in your relationship and what you're expecting from your partner.
All right, let me ask you this. I think it's fair to say, and we've said this a million times on this show. I'm sorry. I think it's fair to say that you, May, and you, Shay, are an anomaly.
No, I totally know. I totally get that
we
perspective.
can't go off of exception to rules.
I totally get that.
You are an anomaly, but I do believe that in general, the majority at this point in life. Now,
I do agree.
With age comes understanding and everything else. So, the young ones are the ones that we see mostly in society right now. That a certain age.
But they can't. That's what they've been exposed to.
They got somebody. Then they got it from their mama.
Right, but who was telling them that? But wait. Like you said, they was. Hold on. Like you said, how they was brought up though. You got big, older, single women telling these younger women that we can't exclude that. That's your social media's a part. We can't exclude that though, because I know the most unhappiest woman. Wait. But the most unhappiest woman, and this is a fact statistically, is a woman above her 40s, single. They're not happy. And they're giving these younger women advice, and they don't got a man. How can they give them the advice? How can they give them advice on how to be happy with a man and they don't got one? I'm not gonna take advice from Joe Schmo, like my man said about investments, and he don't know what he's talking about.
I totally agree with
what's happening. And what Mayberry, I get it, Mayberry. Yes, there's like Mike said, some of those women, but if we talk about exceptions to the rules, a conversation will never end. I'm pretty sure Ted Bundy has some friends.
Go ahead, G.
Does it matter? He still killed most people.
Yeah,
all right, let's get G in real quick because we running down. Then I wanna let Ike shoot something off. Go ahead, G.
I want to know what Ike got to say. Well, Ike being the money man. Ike told me fuck my kid for Christmas. I told me fuck my kid for Christmas, so I know he about to say fuck my chick for dates. So let's go, Ike, with the money. What we got, Ike?
Let's go, Ike.
Yo, I said that, yo.
What we got, Ike?
Yo.
You
I
did
say fuck them kids, yo. I did.
I did say fuck
own
them
that.
kids.
I own that. Put that money in your retirement account. Then you can go outside and play in the dirt. But
There we go.
But no, you know, one thing I think I've learned, and then even I get the dude point. I think the way that he approaching it, if you approaching shit with a money aspect and trying to be on a budget, then yeah, you need to date within your level. You know what I mean? You need to know where you at. You know what I mean? If you know you got Applebee's money, don't go after shorty you see on social media with the Louis Vuittons and all that shit. Like, fall the fuck back. You know better. But
that's true.
I think one of the things that happens with money, period, and when people make purchases, and then when you meet that person, sometimes that cost or that dollar limit is out the door for one. But then two, sort of like May, and I think somebody else said it, once you pick up on some shit that they like and you slide it that way, they may go that route. That's like, all right, Mike, have you bought Shannon some of them little beads and all that accessories? I'm sure she jump out the gym with that. That's probably like May if she get a Sephora card or some shit like that. Probably do fucking flips.
That's my life.
You gotta do it. See,
I'm about to marry a nigga. It's like I'm just I'm about to put a ring on it. I'm about to put a ring on it. I'm gonna visit me. I think what
happens is a lot of times too. I mean, I get where the brother point was because I sent that video to you, Mike. I felt it was a great conversation piece.
I knew it was
because because I always sit back when people have like those $200 date conversations, the split the bill shits and everything. It's a financial advisor view to it. But at the end of the day, yo, what it all boils down to when you start spending money on somebody, the budget is out the motherfucking door. Because it comes down to the goddamn vibes that you come across, and you try to do anything to make somebody happy. And if you tap into the wrong shit where you buying her them ugly ass Balenciaga sneakers or some shit like that and everything, that's one thing. But if you buying her some shit where it's just like you done peep that her kitchen table is a little crooked and she keep talking about that shit, and you like, all right, I'm gonna go to IKEA and go get one of them motherfuckers and do that. That's a different level of, because then you taking it on money and then you taking it on intimacy. But if you are dating within a budget, and he, like how he's saying, trying to build with a wife, if you focus on a budget, how the fuck you gonna find a wife? That's how I feel. Because at that point, you focused on your bread, and when you can build up and make your money. You know what I mean? You just, if you are on that budget level, just stay down with the chicks that come at that level. So, yeah.
Well,
my man.
I had a quick question though.
I'm gonna let everybody get their final thoughts in so we can go ahead and wrap. Go ahead, Jig.
Mayberry, would you date a nigga that walked up to you fresh off of working at Checkers in his Checkers uniform?
No.
And he like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to talk to you.
He got French fries.
You know,
with
he
him?
flipping burgers.
Shannon, shut up.
First impression. You know what I'm saying? He walk up to you.
Hey, Miss Lady.
He was froze, so I know.
We had this conversation before.
What?
Yeah, we did talk about this.
I'm saying because you know, like you said, like like because you know, at the end of the day, like I think it's okay.
I don't know what he said.
I think
he
it's
said,
okay.
"Would you date a guy
that worked at
fresh off of work from Checkers? Fresh off. If somebody rolled up on you, got his Checkers uniform, he saw you walking out, he was respectable, had the hint of those crispy fry smell on him, and he just was like, "Hey, Miss Lady, how you doing? I think you're a very beautiful woman."
I'm gonna speak back. What is it? Am I gonna ignore him? I don't know what.
Could you possibly build something with?
No, can he take you? Can he take you on a date?
Can he take you out on a date?
No.
I don't know that. No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that because he could very well be the manager of the store.
Oh.
I'm not the type of person that I'm going. And everybody want to think that they know me, and that's what that is don't nobody know me, but the people that really know me.
At the bus stop, I'm not picking them up. Sorry.
Yeah, if he had the bus stop, I think that changed.
That's the dynamic of it. But a man walking up to me, or whatever, I don't know what his situation is. I was raised by a man, so can't nobody tell me shit about that. So I know how to look at the man for the man.
Trying to paint it here, the manager.
Not
the manager.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Yeah, forget the manager. If he just an employee, forget it being a manager.
I think that wasn't the scenario. It's like y'all want me to give y'all an answer that don't match.
I think she would need more than that. Like it would. I think it would.
I wasn't given anything other than what I was given. What I was given is if somebody approached me, they smell like French
I'm
fries.
sorry.
So
I got
I'm not going to judge
I
somebody based off.
apologize. Okay, he you know everything about it. He is an employee. You go to this Checkers all the time. You know he an employee. He is an employee there. That's what he does. He is not a manager. He just wants to take you out. He don't got no car. He wants to take you on a date. Can he take you on a date?
I'm not letting her date
nobody.
No car.
Because to me, how can he take me out on a date and he can't even take himself on a date? At the end of the day, if what you can't do for yourself, you can never do for me. So I'm not, I would if you can't take yourself on a date, then no.
But you said
he get discounts at Checkers.
But wait,
right? The thing is, he's trying to prepare a scenario for me to agree.
Hold on, the ladies.
All right, hold on. All right. We got to wrap it up.
Free stuff was cool.
Hold on, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah,
we could talk about, but we did talk. We definitely went down that road, that yellow brick road. Like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, that was
fun.
Ago.
That was fun, but I can't say much because I've dated and lived with strippers. So.
Okay.
But I agree though that she shouldn't date somebody like that. I agree.
Who, Mayberry? I think it would really depend on more information because at one point in time, I don't know. I think it would have to be more because just because the situation you're in doesn't mean that that's your situation forever.
That's true.
I don't judge anybody off of that. I think
that's true, but at the end of the day,
I don't judge people off of that. My whole thing is how you treat me. But I'm not gonna
Mike,
date.
I'm not
gonna date a bum.
Right.
But how you gonna say she's not honest though? Like that's not fair.
That might be the honest answer.
No, but I'm saying all I was saying is that I'm saying that he won't get a chance to even show you that he's worthy of that. That's what I'm getting. He's not gonna get that chance, and it's understandable.
You don't know that.
But Mike even said it. Mike just said it himself. I wouldn't even let her date somebody like that.
Oh, yeah, I said the car. Yeah, the car. Like
if he had a car,
but like you said, he might get a car.
Dynamic of a situation.
But why?
See,
like you said, he might not be stuck like that forever. He might get a car later.
At least have a car.
Why can't you ride it out with him?
I'm gonna need you to at least have a car.
Point. Though.
I don't even want to drive my kids around.
I wouldn't want if my son was in that. I would like until you get yourself all the way together. I wouldn't want you spending money on somebody, just because you may be horny at the time or something like that. Maybe I don't because I said the word.
Mike, I think they missed it because I'm saying that I agree. I agree that that's okay for a woman to look at that and say, yo, I'm not dealing with that. You need to have some shit together. That's okay, but it's life.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a part of life. Well,
I'm going to disagree on that one, but it's
it
8 o'clock. Well, I mean, the whole situation just, I don't know. Y'all be safe.
What's your final word?
Yeah, me say. I'm gonna get out of here.
See, we can add all sorts of hyperbole onto the situation.
You can.
All right, y'all. Let's wrap up. I need to eat dinner and get ready for tomorrow. Let's go.
Oh, Shannon must have cook.
No.
Thanks. Would you?
She did Sunday.
Say it like that.
Oh, wow. I figured she must have cooked. She talking about she gotta go eat. She probably about to go make some bullshit.
I made curry chicken today.
So, yeah.
I guess.
Mac, what's on your mind, brother?
All right. I just want to say, if it's something that you enjoy doing, if it's something that you like buying, don't get discouraged from doing that if somebody tell you that you shouldn't. Like, you have your thing. Everybody has their own thing. You can't look down on the person for doing their own thing, especially if it's not affecting you. And vice versa. Don't look down on somebody else. And then if somebody look down on you for doing something, do your thing. If you're happy with it, don't change who you are because somebody else feel that you should be a certain way. Be you. Enjoy life that way as yourself.
Yo, check on your peoples, yo. Make sure they good, man. We ain't worry about the fuck people that don't add no value or always bring some negativity to your life. Check on your good people. Make sure they good. The 1%, man. Keep giving y'all 1%. You got a goal you want to go after, go get that shit. Don't let nobody get in your way. I don't care if it's, something with school, something with your business, something in the gym, something in life. get better. And last but not least, yo, everybody send one up for Juan. I think he tested positive for COVID. So send him up some love, man. You know, that's my guy. Well, that's all our guy. But just send him up some love. I just was talking to him today. He doing all right, but you know what I mean? Just want to put that energy up in the air. You know how he is, the big loud energy, you know what I mean? Gotta hold my man down. And bro, if you watching, get better, my nigga.
No doubt.
You better be watching if you quarantine. If he ain't watching and he quarantined, then that's a whole nother issue.
No, you know what? I'm texting that, yo.
He can't lay down and go to sleep. That's terrible. He can't even heal.
Jiggy, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Hey man, listen, like my man said, definitely handle what you can handle. At the end of the day, handle what you can handle in this life. Don't bite off more than you can chew. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's with your finances, your lady to your man, your family, anything in this world, man. Handle what you can handle. If you want to put something extra on your plate, you know you want, because sometimes struggle can be good, sometimes stress can be good. It can make you work harder. But always know what you can handle, man.
There you go. G, what the fuck? G, I think you froze.
You're not going back to work. He said after the show.
He
did.
G,
it's raining too.
Can you hear me, G?
We're gone.
Mayberry, go ahead.
Ike made a great point earlier, and I was going to close out with this. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please, 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 please. I can't stress it anymore. Take your health very serious. I don't want to make it about me, but it is important, ladies, for you to get yourself checked. The older that we get, the more we should be checking, especially women around your cycle. Please do your checks. Do the one arm behind. Do what you have to do. And if you're not comfortable, go and see your physicians and do what you need to do to stay on top of your health. It's important. And outside of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, just make sure that you are doing what you need to do to protect your house. And I'm talking about your body. Your body's your house, your temple. You're not going to be shit to anyone else if you're not shit to yourself. So it's not about being selfish. It's about self-care. And that's it.
Shannon.
Ditto.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody. Don't forget next week, Linnea will be on helping us co-host. On the 19th, we have James Dickey will be on here, author, chef,
my man,
photographer. Also Crystal, Tennessee, owner, co-owner of Shades of Beauty beauty store. On the 26th, who do we have on the 26th? On the 26th, we have Justin. He's the founder of Black Money Builder, a crowdfunding organization for us, by us. November the 2nd, we will have Dr. Will on. Dr. Will will be here, and we'll be talking about blended families. We gotta we going in 2021 on some next level shit. I guarantee you, and we appreciate all of you all for tuning in all the time. If you know someone out there that still has a business, they want to promote, let us know. They can come on. The holidays are coming. We want to share this black love and get this black dollar generating Powernomics, baby. We definitely want to do that. Dimples Bar and Lounge is having ladies' night this Friday. Happy hours from 5 to 7:30. They got the $5 Tito's. They got half price tequila shots. Don't come in there asking for no Patron or Casamigos or no 1942 or none of that. So, but they got the half price tequila, $2 domestic beers, $3 imports, and 2-for-1 Long Island's and Mai Tai. So Dimples Bar and Lounge, ladies' night. Dimples is up on Liberty Road, all the way up near Liberty and Offutt. So shout out my man Sean, doing this thing with Dimples, getting it back to where it should be. Good dude. So go out and support them. That's what we do, man. It's Cooley in the Gang. It's only one way to go out because we've been talking shit all night.
And I've been talking shit. I've been talking my shit.
Yeah, I did that. Y'all like I did that.
Yeah.
Where the apples and the oranges and the tomatoes at,
Real Jiggy. Thank you, brother.
All righty.
I'm gonna talk to you.
Alrighty, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
No doubt.
Appreciate it, man.
Coming on, bro.
Hey, Mike, I'm about to message you. Alrighty, appreciate it, Mac, Professor Mayberry. It's always love, and I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Already, you know.
We gonna keep talking though. We ain't done.
Already, I'm gonna send some of this unreleased through.
I leveled up, baby.